But when it comes to slavery, I feel like you guys just don't do it a justice.
All right, I'm about to give you a history lesson for those who don't know. Right now, this is Cape Coast Towers, like basically the biggest slave trade castle ever. And this hole that you're looking at is actually in a church or in front of a church. This is where the slave owners worshipped. And what they would do is that they would chant things down onto the slaves. The slaves were underground and they would chant things on them every single time they had service to continue to brainwash and just put these men down. Thousands of men were in there, and this is what it looks like from the inside. This is what the inside of the slave, where they kept the slaves. Thousands of men were in here with no air, just this little hole here. And imagine the colonizers coming to chant things on you every single day. And the tour guide is just showing what it looked like, and each one had like 1,000 men in it. Think about how like small this place is. And what he's showing you down here right now is the floor is supposed to be a brick floor, and that's what you kind of see in the indent there. But this layer that's over it is the DNA of our ancestors. It's blood, sweat, tears, fecal matter, all of that that's made this floor like that. And they have never changed it because it's literally the DNA of all our ancestors. And they didn't have toilets, they didn't have anything. Whatever they ate, threw up, pissed, pooped, everything is coming on this floor. When I say just being in this room like elevates your blood pressure, you can literally feel the pain that was in these rooms, and it's just wow. Can you imagine being in there, not knowing where your family is, not knowing what anything's going on, just being mistreated by people you've never seen, and you're underground when you've been free forever? And it goes to show you why Black people have been brainwashed for so long. Somebody consistently chanting things down on you while you're in captivity. And up here, look at this beautiful place, floor to ceiling windows, is where the slave owners lived. This big room, this is for the head one, like the governor or whatever they say. This is just his room. The others had their own rooms, but this is just where he was, with the view of the ocean, of the whole place, while slaves, thousands of slaves, were underground. The part that I showed you was just where they housed the males. The female part was on another side, and the things that went on that part, like, you can just imagine. You probably can't imagine because it was horrific. It was horrific what happened to these women. And to see the suffering, and then to see where people are just literally living their best lives on top of captivity. This is why slavery is important.